So I'm here in the hay barn. It's Monday evening. Got out of the field a little bit early. Got all the bales rode up that were in this barn using that machine. I don't know. I'm pretty sure y'all have seen it. If you haven't, just go back and look in my video about debt and broken dreams. I don't remember what it was called, something like that. Paul's trying to upgrade his equipment and make it a little easier on me, and it's always difficult. So, but anyway, I'm getting a few bales hauled this evening. It's you can see what time it is right there. I think me and Gary, the silver Chevy, have been at this since about 7:30, something like that. Got my heifers turned out this morning. Scott had a date for 2 of them to go to freezer camp, and so we loaded those out, and then the rest of them we loaded up and moved up the road here. And of course I'd meet a car. But I had gotten all the hay moved off those fields up here, and it's now in the barn. I probably have enough hay in the barn right now that I'll to do what I'll use, but still got 40 acres and like 4 acres to bale. We just barely missed the sun. Maybe we'll still get a little bit of piece of sun there. Nope. It's all down in the trees. Just missed the sunset. My calves are turned out on this piece of ground right here. So much to eat there. They got their bellies full and laid down right after we turned them out. There's my cows, the home place, and calves. The fescue done real good this year, not for hay crop, but for seed crop. Made nice tall stems that are waist high a lot of the time, and they got a heavy bunch of seed on them, which we'll need, because the last couple years, drought years, has been really hard on it. One of those years, the fescue did not get tall enough that any of the seed heads even hit the cover, the tarp cover on my disc mower. Well, we got the first half of Scott's 40-acre hayfield baled. He got the rest of it mowed today, and I'm not sure that I'll get to work on mowing any of mine tomorrow. It kind of depends. That was a snake. I wish I'd run over him. Kind of depends on if he needs my help baling. If I can get by with going up there and just raking his, I might get some of mine mowed, but that's going to put it to bale on Wednesday or Thursday, and I have to quit early both of those days, so I just kind of have to see. Hey, there, you can get a little sunset. Look at that. How beautiful through a dirty window. Right there is sunset over the sawmill. There's my cattle at Mom and Dad's house. They're out there. I've been by here a couple times today and been able to count them out the road. They were all laying down in the shade trees this morning. I got some of this hay down here for sale, but I've got to call a couple of people that usually want some hay from me, and I don't always have it. I'm thinking one of them may have just sold all these cows last year. Not sure. Gotta call and talk to him. gooder hay is going home and getting put in the barn. So the easiest way for me to do that's getting this air-conditioned pickup. Drive for a couple hours, a couple of times maybe. In the hour that I've been working on it or so, I've got 10 bales in the barn, something like that. So it's not setting the world on fire, but it is what it is. So this will be your tour of the hayfields down here. This was my dad's farm that he'd bought from his uncle Tommy, and he built a chicken farm on the west side of it, over by where the house was on this place. Well, this road that we're driving in here on was a road that was made by the people who built the roadbed for I-44, which is 2 miles by the road from here. And they mined a bunch of sandstone over there out of those trees. And there's a few places where they pushed all the trees out and scraped it off. And they hauled that sandstone up there to use in a big fill spot on the roadbed for I-44. I think it was where the bridge abutment is that goes across Little or 5 Mile Creek. There's a great big bridge there. It's a super tall bridge, but when you're driving on I-44, you don't even notice it because the highway stays pretty flat. But anyway, yeah, my dad's Uncle Tommy owned this for a long time, and I remember coming over here and making hay for him, and we came over here and took care of his cattle when he couldn't. He got in bad enough shape, and then a cousin of mine, let's see, his grandson bought his cattle and used the place for a year, and my dad bought his ground. I think that all happened right within a year. May have been a year or two apart, but and then Dad built that chicken farm over there, and he operated that chicken farm for 13 or 14 years. And when Simmons, the company that we grew chickens for, wanted us to update our buildings, we couldn't afford to do what they were wanting to do. And Dad was looking at retirement 3 or 4 or 5 years, and so he sold his to a guy that did update them. And the guy uses the same bank I use, and my banker told me, after having to deal with that guy, he thinks I'm the smart one that just quit growing chickens instead of updating. But anyway, these two fields right here have a ditch between them, and the one on the right hand side of us there is it's terraced. I'd like to be rid of them terraces. Things are a pain in the neck. There's the back of the chicken farm. My dad just sold 40 acres off of here. But I've got this field here. I'm gonna haul all these home. And then the next field, that was pretty clean. Not a lot of weeds or thistles or anything. And I really don't know why. We did spray these last year, but a couple of them still have quite a few weeds. But this one and the next one we're going into, they were pretty clean. So this one doesn't have any terraces in it, but it did have part of an old garden spot in it. And I don't know what he's growing that greenhouse, and I don't care, but the guy is a Laotian that owns that farm over there now, and he tries to grow some rice every year, and he just waters the crap out of that rice, and the water runs down the hill, and he's irrigating about half of the hill here for me. It always makes a lot better hay just downhill from his rice growing experiment. I don't know if he ever gets any grown or not, but he tries. Yeah, I'm gonna get me a couple of bales out of this field right here. And look at there, there's some deer. Out my dirty window. Yeah. And believe it or not, them deer rough these bales up. Aggravating things. And this field's terraced. There's more deer way up there. This is the one I'd like to be rid of them in. It'd be a really nice field, nice sized field. Except it's got them stupid terraces. Yeah. So that's kind of been a tour of the hayfield at Tommy's. Creeks that cut it into and everything. This probably is my last year to bale this down here as mine because Scott's gonna buy it from me. I don't think Tommy owned this nearly that long. I don't really know. But we could go back and research it and find out, obviously. But I don't think it's been in my family 100 years, but it could be getting close. So I'm gonna get me a hold of another bale and get on out of here. I hope my haying videos are not boring to y'all, and I do appreciate you watching. I know I got several people that watch everything I put out. And this is just the what we're doing. You know I ain't videoing there all of what we're doing, but I've been keeping pretty doggone busy logging, cattle moving, and trying to make hay at the same time. I'd like to get done with this hay by the 1st of July. I think our vacation Bible school starts the 7th of July. And then after that, I'm going to take a couple weeks off, and Nita and I are going somewhere for at least a week. So anyway, thanks for watching. And if you like the content you're seeing on my channel, feel free to subscribe. It doesn't cost anything. Feel free to like the video if you like this kind of content. And I'll catch y'all on the next one. Thanks for watching.